God.
Now we are. Once the turmoil is over, we are now live. This is Intelligently Ratchet with your homeboy, Bishop Omega, speaking for the illustrious Candy Carver. You know what I'm saying? Candace, if you're nasty. You know what I'm saying? Also, we are also talking to out there, sending good vibes out there to good King Just, who just got dental surgery. You know what I'm saying? So he's a little loopy, so he might not be on. And P Nominal's out there somewhere in the world being nominous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Just for being 40 years old and still having all his back teeth.
Because who does that? What 40-year-olds have all their back wisdom still?
He had all his back teeth. I think he had extra back teeth. You know
he's a mute. That's what happens when you grow that fast as a children.
Right.
You get extra teeth in the back. I heard about this. Andre the Giant had 9 of them.
Right, 9 back. That's what I'm saying. He had that whole situation going on. You know what I mean? He had extra teeth.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me go ahead and I'm sharing it. So if y'all not doing anything right now, please go ahead and like and share this. Let everybody know we're live. Please be active in the comments. We got a lot of stuff that we need to tackle today.
Mostly fun. That's where I'm at with
right. First of all, it's not really a heavy show, right? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I was going to touch on the Columbus shooting, but I'll do that for next week. We'll say that next for next week. Let some people get under that joint. But we do have some great and possibly good news. Your homeboy, the murderer of there's P Nominal. Look at P Nominal looking sophisticated.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on? So P Nominal was in early or whatever, you know what I'm saying, being nominalacious. That's gonna be your new situation. Man, we got a dope show talking about. So Candy, what you do this week?
I painted, and then I ran down the street, and then I painted some more, and then I ran back in the other direction, and I painted some more, and I climbed lots of ladders, up and down ladders, and up and down ladders, and up and down ladders.
For painting, or do you just climb up and down ladders for just pure?
I was climbing up and down like was it a 14-foot ladder? Up and down and up and down. Painting.
What were you doing? You're playing the whole time. You were carrying paint buckets. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kenny for painting and carrying stuff. What's popping off, P? How's everything going with you, brother?
It's all good over here, man. Blessed and highly favored. Can't complain at all.
There it is. Blessed and highly favored. What you do this week?
Hey, man, the kids is back in school now, man. So this was the transition week. So they're no longer doing the remote learning. They're in physical school and getting used to all this hoopla of carpool lines and whatnot. So it's been a fun week.
They masked up and everything like that. The babies keeping their mask on and all that stuff.
They're keeping their masks on. You know what I'm saying? They social. I don't know if they're really social distancing or not, but they keep their mask on.
As long as they do that, you just gotta spray them. You just gotta spray them down. You know what I'm saying? Hold them down every night when they come in.
Exactly. There you go.
Get straight and take your clothes off at the door. Get your ass in the shower. If you like my mom, she put us in the bath together. Get in the bath together if you.
But Bishop, are you getting your are you ready to get like dust off your hosting chops?
Yeah, man. Actually, I'm supposed to be hosting this weekend. If the
rain,
rain,
that's what I'm talking about.
If the rain holds off or whatever, I'll be back back in the saddle and everything like that. So hopefully, it'll be on the corner of Driver and Angier Avenue. So 300 block of Driver and Angier. Y'all come out. It's gonna be an outdoor event. If the rain holds off, the rain does not hold off, then we're gonna move it to. I think he said the 1st of May. So either way, it's gonna be coming right back up. We're gonna be right back at you in your face like black.
Good. Okay. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
But yeah, it's gonna be a block party and comedy show and with some singing and stuff like that. Shout out to Millie. He's gonna be singing and stuff like that. King Joker is gonna be on the show with me and C Raw.
We'll make sure we post. We'll make sure that we post the flyer on the Intelligently Ratchet page. That way, everybody who's here, all the Ratcheteers, can find out where, what, and how, and be in the place and keep up to date.
Absolutely.
So we'll post all that stuff there.
But if y'all
So-
watching, man, check in. If y'all checking in from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, if you out there checking in from Twitch, and if you're in the Twitch world, check in, whatever, say what's up in the comments or whatever. So we give you shout outs. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump into news and shit like that we got going on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so something that happened. It wasn't in Durham.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't in Durham. It was out there in where was it at, Candy? And
I've never heard it, like something Springs.
something Springs in North Carolina. A man shot by his grandfather while trying to rob him. So the story goes is that the dude ran up, masked up in his grandfather's house and tried to rob his dad. Now my thing is this right here. We might not know our parents well, but we know our grandparents. If you got grandparents, you know if your
Shout
You know which grandparents are strapped up.
you know your grandfather like what he came out of heat because grandfathers was in wars, my nigga. There ain't no other way around it. He was in a war. He was either Vietnam, World War I, Longview. There it is, Longview. You know what I'm saying? Listen. When I say this right, what up, Biggs? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the block party is gonna be awesome. When I say, listen, you know your grandfather got the toast. He got the heaters. Why are you robbing your granddad with a mask on?
There's got to be something behind that because
This is not smart.
So it's not is it just not smart, but like I'm if we saw the video and the video like after the situation, the what is that called? The aftermath. And so he broke in the house, he tried to rob his grandpa. It wasn't even a lot of money, right? It was like $50 or something stupid.
Yeah, something stupid. It was crackhead amount. It was like, you know,
yeah. And then he
was-
tried to rob his grandpa, and then you see the glass shattered in front of the double wide trailer, and the grandson who was trying to rob him dropped his phone. He dropped his phone on top of everything else. So he failed at all of this, and then he ran away.
To a motel that looked like a house, looked like a split level house. It was just bad. Like, so what I want to say is this right here. Like, first of all, don't ever rob your family. Don't rob people in the first place. Like, that's what I meant.
Right.
But you know your grandpa. You know your grandma.
Your
grandpa
got them hammers. Like, there ain't no way you run up in your grandpa. And you know what? And you got the mask on. It's like this. You know what? His grandpa probably stopped liking him a long time ago.
I think that's what it is. You know, when you get the Amber Alerts, like when you get the Amber Alerts, and I've gotten jaded, and that's messed up. But I've gotten jaded about Amber Alerts, and this is why. I might be ranting early. I'm jaded about Amber Alerts because generally, when you read the description, it's the fucking kids were kidnapped by their mama and their daddy and stuff. And you be like, what kind of fuck parents do you have that they call police when you come and get your kids? Right? So I've become a little bit jaded about those. So I figure that it's something like that. Maybe his grandson is a meth head or something. And that's why we hear like this. Like talk about
first of all, I'm gonna this right here. If his grandpa is like my grandpa or my father, it's like this. The absolute violation. The absolute violation. You trying to rob me's gonna get your ass shot. I don't care if you were my favorite grandpa. I don't care if you went. Whoa. Hold on. This is what you want, homie? I guess I gotta give it to you. You know what I'm saying? You asked for these shots.
You asked for it.
You asked for it. You don't come in here and rob me. The utter disrespect. You get shot out of full-on disrespect fucking around with me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Southern grandparents, Southern grandparents like that. No, you're not finna come up in here. He don't like him no way.
I don't like your ass no way. I ain't like you. You look like he look like you're out. He look at your shot looking like your goddamn daddy. Look at you out here shot looking just like Patrick. You know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
I don't mean to be off task. I'm just looking at Candy's TV in the background. I was trying to see what that was, what you were looking at.
Oh, she looking at
it looked like it was Bishop Omega walking around, but it's mostly Method Man.
Yeah, that's Method Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, thank you for calling me Method Man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate
Right.
it.
I was like,
Method Man is the-
we got to get P-Nom some
Number
better contact lenses.
First
That
of all,
nigga can't see.
listen, what I'm saying, I'm not that far off on that cuteness scale with Method Man. It's like Method Man, he's above me.
Nope,
He's just taller.
nope.
That's all he got.
This Method Man just got the height on you. That's it.
He's got the height.
That's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can't see you with the hair. You got them beat with the Panamanian hair. He ain't got that.
Man,
You know what I'm
look at
saying? You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing. He just got like a
Wow.
little simple lineup. You know what I'm saying? You got the whole
You know what
full
I'm saying?
beard going. I mean,
Word up. And he
You know
not
what I'm
he ain't bow-legged either. He not knee. You know what
he
I'm
ain't
saying?
he ain't not need. I'm just saying, man. Meth, you gotta step it up, man. Look.
Yeah, meth
See?
legs
No.
like this right here. Have meth legs.
No. Nope.
Look.
I'm not for this.
Candace not rolling for it.
You're not saying Candy. You're
I
not saying.
think this is a dumb
You're not
conversation.
saying no. Yeah, we going to dumbness. And all the
We're
ladies
gonna have
out there.
fun with it. Why not?
Yo, shout out to Daniel. He's in the building or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
What
So
up, Daniel, son?
Daniel's son. You know what I mean? But yeah, my question is this right here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I am, you know what I'm saying? I like, yo, for real, if you line me, Method Man up, who else? Lil Rance Tate. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there pulling something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
Nobody wants you but your wife. Chill, nigga. Will that make you be quiet?
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
I
Don't
just
do
want
that,
you.
man.
I like
Don't
your
do that
wife.
now.
I like her. She's cool as shit.
Listen,
But
you're not gonna do that to me, Candy.
I just want you to be quiet. I don't
I'm
mean
gonna have
it.
self-esteem, okay? I'm gonna come out here with my man titties. It's gonna be like, because there's somebody out there looking for a fat boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, Method Man got too many muscles. Ew. Lorenz Tate is too childlike. Ew. Oh, look at Bishop Omega, just right. Yeah.
That's right, Danny. The disrespect.
Are you done?
I'm done now.
We done.
He said that underbite be killing him, though, can't he?
I just want to stop. It's not even.
Oh shit! But don't rob your grandfather. Speaking of like stuff that we don't want to talk about, like my sexiness, the Durham police chief is leaving, man, to go to Memphis. Yep, she's leaving to go to Memphis. How are we feeling about that, Candy?
I think it sucks. I think that she had put a lot of very intentional policies in place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure if the next individual who takes up that mantle will be as interested and intentional about some of the systemic issues that she cared for. Like, you notice that since she's been around, you haven't had those checkpoints and stuff like that. The checkpoints were always toward Black neighborhoods.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They weren't going in the opposite direction, right?
Mm-mm.
They weren't worried about you know what I mean. You know what direction. You know what direction.
Yeah, they was on the West End. They was by the YMCA going to the West End. They wasn't by South Square. They wasn't going to Hope Valley.
No,
you know
never over there. So it was intentional.
And my man Kenny.
So it was systemic and it was intentional, right? And so those kind of things, she advocated for things like that. However, I know that some of our current issues around social justice talk about taking away money and funding from the police department.
Right.
And that makes it complicated for your police chief to do their job effectively, whether we like that or not. I'm just thinking about it from her perspective, right?
Right.
And if I'm correct, the Tennessee, she's going to Memphis, and a couple of things. Where she's going, they've gotten more funding.
Okay.
They do have a red crime issue right now, for her to tackle, right?
Oh yeah. Because we watch First 48.
Yeah, right. They always Memphis is always on First 48.
Memphis is always on First 48, hard body every time.
And so they have funding, which probably means a really nice pay increase.
Yep.
Right. But we know more money, more problems, more money, more responsibility. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, at least it seems like she may, because they have a financial increase in like financial resources increase in comparison to Durham trying to take money from the police department funding. It looks like she might just be transitioning because she can get the support she needs there. Also, I need to go dig deeper, but there's also something else interesting going on in Memphis. I don't want to say I sent y'all the link. It looks like I'm gonna say it and then be wrong, and I'm cool with that. And I'll come back next week and tell y'all about the shit. It looks like they found some natural resource reserves, and the natural resource reserves happen to be in the predominantly Black neighborhood. And so they're trying to maneuver some folks out. So it makes me wonder if some of this stuff overlaps. I don't mean to be a conspiracy theorist. However, I wonder if there's more layers to it than just her leaving.
They need a good police chief so that way she could keep the crime.
But we do too, right? But we do too, right? Right.
But I think what we with Durham or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think with the policies and everything like that, I don't think the next police chief should come in and flip all the policies back over, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Right, but we don't know that that's not going to happen though, right? Because the way policing is structured in America has nothing to do with protecting the people. It's got to do with like the bureaucracy and checklists and saying that we did these certain things so that you can advance your career because they don't make much money in the beginning, right? It doesn't have anything to do with taking care of the people, because when you're hiding on the fucking side of the highway to try to catch me speeding, I can't find you when I need you. That's not protection. So our American policing system isn't structured for that anyways. So in some aspects, she went against, right, what the normal policies for American policing is.
Okay.
Remember when the riots happened, she got a lot of notoriety and she was on the national news around that because in many cities and towns across the country during the social I said riots. I'm sorry, y'all. Please fucking forgive me. I was thinking about never mind. During the protests, a lot of other cities had damage, right? And folks were aggressive and harming the police and destroying things. And we were one of the few cities that didn't have an impact like that. And so they interviewed her to talk to her about what was different about Durham. And so then everybody got interested. But the number one biggest thing I think is happening is that right now, everybody want a Black woman at the head of their shit. Whether it's just lip service and it looks good, like whether it be for optics or the value is finally being understood. I don't know, and I'm not sure that I care. But definitely everybody want a Black woman at the head of their shit right now. Look around. Every fucking headline is Black woman appointed to, Black woman appointed to, first Black woman appointed to. Everybody want a Black woman at the head of their shit. So
as well, can I say this right here? It's as well it should be. As well it should be. Just it's kind of the same. Hold on, let me bring on our guest. He's not really a guest, he's just another host. Shout out Pete. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, Perry.
How y'all gonna pop me? How y'all gonna pop me in?
Just cause, you know what I mean? That's how we do it. That's how we do it on Intelligently Ratchet.
No, hold on. Fuck you, Bishop. You know what? Hold on. I got something to say.
Okay.
Don't do it. I got something to say. Better.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, if you are a Black man that was a hip hop fan and a Knicks fan on 420, your fucking day was perfect. And don't let you like Mexican food and you ate tacos too. Matter of fact, and I know one who's from New Jersey on top of all of this.
Wow.
So Like, he might have one up on you, Perry, but like, y'all had a beautiful fucking day yesterday.
Oh,
And
it
I
was
just want to tell you
incredible.
congratulations.
It was incredible.
I ain't even a Knicks fan. But collectively yesterday. Yes. So
Yeah.
Perry, I just want to shine on Perry for a second because
well,
Knicks fans don't get enough love.
right, and
right-
they don't
and right
get any
now they
love here.
deserve
They
it.
don't get any love here. Fuck the Knicks. Shout
I
out
was
to
about to say.
the beautiful fucking Philadelphia 76ers.
And look,
Trust in the process.
and I'm gonna show as much love to the Philadelphia 76ers as I can. Okay. Look, y'all doing good things this year. Finally got the right coach and Embiid's focus. I love that. Okay. However, all right, to see my team, win 7 straight right now tied for 5th in the Eastern Conference. As we are speaking right now, they are playing the Atlanta Hawks right now for 4th place.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, we really appreciate
time
you
for
for
the
being
Knicks,
here then.
It's time for the Knicks. It's really time for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It's
It
like,
is.
yo,
This
it's time,
ain't
it's time for
overdue.
them to get in the playoffs.
Oh, come
But-
on. You know I'm repping.
I see you. I see you.
Oh, we see you.
But speaking of like people that's getting their just due, we back onto what I was talking about was the women at the head of the table now.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if we think about this, women have been running corporations called families for years, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? Have been, you know what I'm saying? It's more matriarchal. Matriarchal, is that a word? I don't know. Maybe I just made it up. Almost a word. Okay, it was right there. It was on the cusp. It was on the cusp of a word. But you know what I'm saying? Black women have been, you know what I'm saying, for lack of a better word, black women have been shown as the workhorses of this country. You know what I'm saying? Because we put a lot on black women. So, you know what I mean? And it's a good to say, hey, we're gonna put a bunch on y'all, but now y'all can take y'all skills that you've learned from motherfucking being a pillar of neighborhoods and everything else and being respected members of society, and you know what I'm saying, and getting your just due. So yeah, it might be. I think it's a twofold thing. Is it trendy? Is it trendy to say, yo, we need a black woman? Absolutely, it's trendy.
But you know the good part about trend? What's the good part about trend?
They always come back around.
Well, even that too, but it also allows for like there to be some spotlight put on a group of people that may not have been recognized or seen, or you to learn to appreciate something that you aren't familiar with, right?
True.
Right.
And trends and strong trends become norms.
Yeah. Oh,
strong trends become norms. So I mean, in the case of the black woman at the head of the table, fine time, and especially in this day and age, needed.
Yes,
it would be really cool if we could get if her replacement, it would be really cool if she could. I know this isn't how it goes, but it'd be cool if she could choose a replacement. I know she can't choose a replacement, but what I say is that I think it'll be really important for Durham residents to be engaged in this transition,
right,
and vocal about what our needs are, as opposed to it just being politics and it turned into, well, people are shooting each other and that be the only thing that we hear, right? Because then it turns into policing in the way we were before, and I don't know I don't think that worked. And even if it worked, it did not build a bridge between our law enforcement and our community members. And I think that if we really want anything to change or be accomplished, there needs to be a bridge between the two.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that I hate to see her go, but I really hope that people are engaged in our community.
I hope we find a great replacement for her. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I think what it is, but we also got to do this too. In Durham, you know what I'm saying, in our community. Durham has some of the, because we're like, you know what I'm saying, we got our, what is it, the celebutantes and stuff. We got our own little celebutantes. We got our own cool kids group that all know each other.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I think that people, the leadership in Durham, they see that, you know what I'm saying? And we're able to be touched with the people we're able to be in touch with the people like Josh Gunn, you know what I'm saying? Like the cat that grew up down the block that I know personally for 20 years, you know what I'm saying? And other people that are around that area. And I think that Durham is just a very, we're used to our people. We know the animals in our zoo, as I should say it again. So we're not going to wild out. Durham is not going to be one of those. I'm not tearing down the Pinhook because I know these people at the Pinhook. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And we know they're cool because you know why? The owner at the Pinhook is out there marching with us. You know what I'm saying? They're out there. They're doing right. So it's not a disconnect as far as in the community sense. So I think that we're not gonna go for no bullshit. You're not gonna come back in here and then try to put shit back where it was at. I don't think Durham is going to allow that. You know
I hear what you're saying, but I hear what you're saying, but the thing that is with the influx of new residents from other places that don't understand nor appreciate the value set that our community members currently have or have had historically, as that new influx of residents comes in and purchases homes, that emboldens them and gives them opportunities to have a voice. And if they are not as connected in the same capacity, their concerns may just be that they're scared and they want to feel safe, right?
Well, I want to say this though. I want to combat that by saying this right here. But when you come to Durham, you know what I'm saying? When you come to Durham, it's like this.
I know.
You get it's like this. You either get with what we doing, or
get down or lay down.
Get the fuck out. It's one of those.
Thank you, Perry, for appreciating my statement.
Yeah. So hold on.
Now,
let's bring in Just. Look at Just. How you feeling, Just, with all your back teeth?
Don't make him talk.
Yo.
Don't. Nope. Just nod, Justin. Just nod, okay? We're not gonna do that to you. Just nod.
You can be active in the comments, Just. It's okay.
That's right. There you go.
No, we good out here. What's that?
Don't make him talk. Be quiet, Bishop. Anyway,
I think that just
because
he had he's had all his teeth all his life until 57. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Justin still had all his molars.
Look, but yeah. So now we get to transition to the part of the conference, the part of the night that is all I really care about. I don't care if we talk about anything else.
What you want to talk about? The fact that when do we think Coach K is leaving?
No.
Because
that's not what I care. No, that's not what I care about. I don't care, Bishop. I don't care. No,
Bishop. You mean when they're gonna offer Brad Stevens a job?
Well,
is he black? That's what's gonna happen. We got 2 black head coaches. Oh no,
right. But what I'm saying is right. Roy's out. So we gotta contemplate how long we got Coach K on the helm, man.
He 8 years. He's 7, 8 years older. Nope, not that long. He's 7 or 8 years older than Roy Williams, and been there longer. And you can tell he kind of done. Like yeah. Not because he's a poor, not because his coaching skills or anything have changed. Just the nigga 70. Is he 78?
He's 78. Yeah, desire. It's desire. Okay.
Right.
I mean, desire is eventually going to catch up with you, and age is eventually going to catch up with you, and it's going to get to the point where you don't feel like getting up in the morning and
yelling at fucking 19-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly, and and setting setting that culture for younger players. I mean, it's eventually going to catch up with them. And when it does, they can. They can pull from within the family,
and they will.
Which more than likely they will. I still say if they smart, they go out and offer Brad Stevens more money than Indiana offered him to leave the NBA. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it'll be interesting.
I think what it is, the fact is that, you know what I'm saying, I'm a conspiracy theorist, you know what I'm saying, and Just you stop me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think that the contract is up. You know what I'm saying? I think that there are no more ghosts to sacrifice to Beelzebub to keep Duke as a winning coach for him because you know what I'm saying. There is no reason why because I think we off on his age. I think Coach K is 907 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Stop me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
That would still make him younger than Rick Pitino.
Damn it.
Okay. Who just so happens to be a vampire. All right. So
They just
They be eating baby placentas.
what they do, man, they bathe in 1 month old goat milk. I mean, and you know what I'm saying? That's how they do it.
Dude,
Sounds
you remember about a year or so ago, Jay Billis, shouts out to Jay Billis, when interviewed Coach K, and he disappeared for like 2-3 weeks.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
He was gone.
I like Jay Billis' Young Jeezy tweets. Wait, No, I'm serious though. Like, am I the only one that remembers those?
No, he loves he loves Jeezy. He loves G. He always has.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. But Wojo might be a Wojahowski. You know what I'm saying? I think Wojo would have been, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they could get Coach Caples to come back. You know what I'm saying? Come coach. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Like I said, I would say, I think Tommy Amica's time to take over the job is done. Same thing with Johnny Dawkins.
Right.
It's going to have to be, a coach, that's a little bit more youthful. Okay. Shoot, I can see Nate James doing it.
Mm.
You know, but Candy, I'm sure that's not what you wanted to talk about.
No, it's not.
Well, listen.
I'm only here to talk about hip hop. The only reason I came on the show tonight was to talk about hip hop.
Listen,
there's other stuff,
Candy,
but that's all I care about.
Candy,
Stop talking over me. I'm saying important things.
You are not
that's
saying
all I care about.
You will
that's all I
not
care about.
We have a list of things we have to talk about, and
I changed the list, nigga.
You didn't.
You see, I took all the shit off. I don't care about nothing else.
Pete, do you not see where it says if you could please divert yourself into the comments? Do you not see where it says when will Coach K retire?
Why are we having?
That's all.
Why are we off task?
Because we are on task. I'm just going to say you are not going to just skip over the Coach K. You know what I'm saying? Situation. This is very important for the Duke fans out there.
So, like I said,
where's the liquor?
Go. Okay, Katie. Go ahead and bring in what we're going to talk about right now. The verses.
First we got to shout out Black Rob, right? Black Rob passed away.
Yes.
At 51 years old. So you gotta shout Black Rob out real fast and appreciate.
You know what I don't like about that situation is how everybody's trying to blame Puffy for that shit. Like they.
We not no. So we're gonna shout out Black.
I got a problem with that too. But no, Candy, please go ahead, sweetheart.
We're not gonna divert into Diddy. We're not gonna let Diddy distract us from greatness and joy. All right, we're not doing that. So, so shout out to Black Rob, 51, passed away, and these are premature deaths, y'all. Please, and I say fellas on purpose because we understand what statistics look like, right? Fellas on purpose. Please take care of your physical and mental health. True. Like, don't let your health slide. Don't skip your doctor's appointments. Like, if you 45 and you still eating fucking Bojangles every night, you got to rethink stuff, right? We want you here, but you got to take better care of yourself. Like, pay attention. I'm not saying that everything's preventable, but we definitely can play a role in our own longevity and the quality of our life. And one of the ways that we play a role in the quality of our life and its longevity is through joy. And last night, Black Joy took place on an epic level by way of the 420 Method Man and Redman versus battle. And we can't even call it a battle. I'm not calling it a battle. It was just like a online concert. It was a show. It was a performance. Did y'all all watch?
It was an incredible, incredible performance.
Bishop did Bishop run away too? Bishop, did you watch?
Absolutely. I watched it. I watched it when DJ Scratch was the only person in that mug. I was
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I watched it from the DJ Scratch portion. I was like, oh nah, because he put on when I say he put on a clinic about how to DJ, and I realized at that point in time how far away DJ P Nominal is from a DJ that could ever be. You know what I'm saying? I looked at that. I was like, God damn! If I didn't know DJ P Nominal was not a DJ now I know he is not a DJ.
Well, P9, stand up for yourself, man.
I'm just saying, man. You know what's crazy is Bishop hit me in the group chat. He was like, "Yo, Pete, I hope you taking notes, son."
He did. Yep, he did say that.
Look, I told him. I said, "Look, I give Scratch all the praise, man. He's in my top. He's number 2 in my top 5, second only to DJ Jazzy Jeff." So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Scratch. He was absolutely murdering it for the opening segment and for the break. Like it was back to back to back to back. And if you've been watching Scratch for years, you know he get busy like that all the time. So I definitely enjoyed that. And I dare say, I think this particular versus was maybe the most, I should say, well organized, but the best performance. Period. Like the way they play off each other's energy, you could tell that the continuity was there. It wasn't a misstep. But it was a couple of technical difficulties, but that was beyond their control. But like,
what do you think that's about?
What the
I'm just curious about what you all think that's what that. No, not technical difficulties. That continuity, right? Because
it happens when you've been performing together.
Yeah.
For let's be honest, for
forever.
Close to 30 years. I mean,
exactly.
One of the stories that they told that I love, because I remember it vividly, was when they first hooked up together and went out on a promotional tour. Back when both Redman was putting out his second album, There's a Dark Side, and when Method Man was putting out his first album, Tikal, Def Jam did a promo called Month of the Man.
Yep.
All right, where they were promoting both of these albums together. So they went out together and they learned each other. Okay. And that's what eventually led them to making music together and making albums together and performing together. What you saw last night was, like I said, was 25 to 30 clips of
years,
people that know each other, that know their motions, that know how to rock a crowd, and especially know how to rock a crowd together. Okay, and that was a pure and Bishop. It was I was paying attention to you on social media as well. Okay, it was a clinic. It was a clinic on how to rock a crowd.
Right.
Even look, even with the minimal crowd that was there.
When that motherfucker said,
right,
Redman, it's like this. Like what it reminds me of is almost like, I don't know if you ever got a chance to see me and Kazi host. Redman and Method Man is like me and Kazi host almost. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see me and Kazi host, what it is, we know each other so well that when he steps up, I know to step back. When he steps to the side, you know what I'm saying? And what it is, you get these, it's almost like if you have never performed with a person, it's these cues that you get. You finish each other's sentences. You know what I'm saying? You do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and Justin do that when we get together too. It's like one of those things where you kind of know where the other person is going. And it's the little shit. It's the two-step. The little two-step shit they was doing. And what made me cry and jump for joy was when he did Superman Lover. And my man grabbed the tape for him.
That is,
you know what I'm saying? It's like this.
Yeah.
Listen, if you get a chance to see that picture with Redman jumping like this and Method just holding the cape for him. These dudes is 50 years old. You cannot tell me they wasn't 13 at that point in time. These motherfuckers enjoy each other. What I say, that is pure black boy joy.
Definitely. And they made sure they mentioned also too about the fact that they've been doing a 420 concert annually.
Yeah.
Right, together. So even if say they hadn't been doing other Wu-Tang stuff or whatever, they've been working collectively on that specific day. So there's almost like a curation of songs and things and themes, right? That can come up in that space because they've done this. The rest of these motherfuckers that we put together, one side or the other side may have been skilled or good at performance, but because though they generally haven't, not generally, none of the others have worked together in this capacity before.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes,
The only thing about
Justin can't talk loud.
Yeah, sorry, I just had my wisdom teeth taken. So, so just to piggyback on what everyone's saying, like I totally agree, and you think back not only to the Month of the Man, but when they were doing the Hard Knock Life.
Oh, I got a story.
Together, you know what I'm saying? This whole time, you know what I'm saying? So they know each other, you know, well. So that really coincided, and that really showed, you know what I'm saying, in the performance. I didn't watch it. I just saw some highlight clips because I'm just I've never really been a Method Man fan, so I really didn't care about the verses anyway.
You always put that out there, Just.
I mean, I just didn't care. You know
I know. I'm just picking. Go ahead.
I actually was at the opening date of the Hard Knock Life tour. It actually started in at the old Charlotte Coliseum.
They were one of the opening acts?
They were, yeah. It was Redman and Method Man, DMX, and Jay-Z.
Yeah, so if you think back to that film, the Hard Knock Life film, and I remember Busta's hugging him. He's like, "Y'all flying through the air."
Yes. Seeing that in person was incredible, and even at that time, you know, their energy, and it was really, think about it, early in the partnership. At that time they've been working together for a while. It was incredible.
Yo, and that chemistry is so obvious in that last night. It was just, it was perfect.
It was. Even the story on the Hard Knock Life joint. They were like DMX and Jay and was telling them, "Yo, y'all niggas chill out."
Chill out.
Because what they were doing, they was like, "Oh shit, y'all gonna disrespect us and put us at the beginning of the show." And this was like, when I say this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is before social media.
Right.
These motherfuckers rock shows, so you got to know if they rock shows, they had to rock 3 to 5 shows full of just people walking in. So that means people called other people and other like, no, you got to get here for this Red and Method
Man.
Exactly.
The Red and Method Man are the niggas that's just blowing this shit down. Like, and they made everybody else step they show up because they was like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna be cool around here. Like the crowd was tired. They was like, niggas said, yo, the crowd was tired after us. They asked them to. And if you look at if you get a chance to watch Hard Knock Life, these motherfuckers, that energy that these motherfuckers had, I'm talking about.
DMX was exhausting enough. Okay. And at that time, when I caught them, that was actually the second time I had seen DMX live. And the first time I saw DMX live, and it's funny because the show was like 3 months before this show, and it was it was actually kind of a test run. Now looking back at it, it was a test run to the Hard Knock Life tour, all right, where it was a show where Jay-Z headlined, DMX, and get this, Outkast. At the Greensboro Coliseum, the November prior to the start of the Hard Knock Life tour.
Shit,
that's
a big show.
Good Lord.
Yes, and that show was incredible. But then to see it again, in essence, with the Hard Knock Life tour, once again, I mean, just incredible. Okay, what were your favorite moments? Okay, because you mentioned the Superman loving the cape. Okay, because I had so many favorite moments last night where I was, bugging out or
the community stuff. As much as I like the music performances and all of that. I really like the community components where it felt like I was like, if we're gonna have if something could look like hip hop church, and you've been wondering what a hip hop church would look like, this is it. Like the performances, the praise and worship, the community announcements. That's what it felt like. Community announcements. He stopped to talk about like the cannabis party, right? And what they're advocating for and how to access it. He brought in upstanding members of the hip hop community who are now running for office.
Hold
right?
on. I apologize.
It's okay.
Shouts out to my homie and my brother, Dupree Kelly, aka Do It All from Lords Underground. This is actually his second time running for Newark City Council. Okay, and look, second time's gonna be the charm. He's gonna get it. But he picked a great platform to announce it. One and two. I've been to a Low Tug show. Shouts out to DJ Lord Jazz. Shouts out to my brother, my frat brother, and my brother for life, Mr. Funky. They give great shows now.
All right, that's great. So now
excellent shows now. So it's
all right.
Beautiful.
Cool. Yep. So yes, community, right? So the bringing in folks who are running for public office from the hip hop community, advocating for cannabis awareness, and speaking around about national politics. They brought in they even talk. I think he's got a nonprofit as well too, right? It was just really the shout outs, right? Or the people who came forth. It was really intentional. So I liked all of the pieces that felt like community. And then the guest stars. Did you yell every time too? Was y'all?
Yeah.
Did y'all get hype? I was trying to paint and I thought I was going to be sitting down and kind of grooving. But I could not contain myself. Like dead ass, I was at the crib dancing on top of my stepper and shit through the house. I had my sound bar plugged in. I know my neighbors thought I was a piece of shit because I was playing my music. Right. Exactly. I was playing my music like you could hear it not. So I know my neighbors, unless they were doing the same thing, and they probably weren't. But yeah, what did you think about the guest appearances?
Incredible.
From the social media, the phone guest appearances to the in-person ones.
Yo, first of all, they roasted Russell Simmons. When they said, they was like, yo, Russell, I didn't know a yoga that you can make a yoga bed. That shit was fucking hilarious, boy. So that part, K Solo looking like Tracy Morgan with braids. I was like, God.
He said the yoga toilet. He said the yoga toilet.
Okay, Solo was there.
K Solo, yeah.
But still had it. I mean, when he came out, when he came out to do one of my favorite Redman songs of all time. I mean, I was amped. I was, I was saying, I was spitting the lyrics along with them, because, look, Redman's one of my top 5 favorite rappers of all time and always has been.
Top 5?
Top 5, yes. I want that t-shirt. Okay. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. I want that. But yeah, he's been in my top 5 forever. From the first I ain't gonna lie, from the first minute I heard him on Hardcore. One of my favorite moments of the evening was when they were starting off their sets and he did his verse from Hardcore. Okay. That's what at that point when I first heard that, I was waiting for the album. At that point, I was, I knew who my favorite member of the Hit Squad was, and it was Redman from day one.
Like, yo, Keith Murray stepped up.
Oh yeah.
Keith Murray was there. All right.
Yo, man, EPMD. Yo, Just, you missed a lot. So EPMD came in. They did Headbangers. They did
Okay,
headbangers.
because Redman on that joint though.
Yep. So they did headbangers. The shit was crazy. The only person I think they was missing was like Lady Luck.
Oh, you forgot one thing. You forgot one thing.
What's that?
Not only did EPMD near the end of the show come on with K Solo and do Headbanger, but they couldn't leave the stage without doing So What You're Saying.
Yep. I sure did.
Okay.
Y'all, it was beautiful.
It was a damn
All
concert.
right, but did Meth have any Wu-Tang people there?
Yes.
RZA.
Expected that came out and did. You know how we thought he was gonna do. He was gonna do the Triumph shit. He was supposed to do Triumph on the Ray and Go shit, but he didn't. He came out and did his verse on Triumph on this shit, and them motherfuckers said Joe.
With Capadonna.
As a world till I spread like
germs with the press list. He did that shit, and then Ray came and but he expected that sparked off Triumph.
And they're so good at it. And they're so good at what they do and knowing how to like manage that little time. So I rewatched, and they needed to get him a microphone, right? And so while we were waiting, it might have been 5 seconds, but instead of, he knows that that silence is bad, right? So during that silence, I can't remember what he did, but he did something with the audience to fill the gap of time. Just little stuff like that. That shit is like, that's decades of experience, a performance experience, and pulling people in and being comfortable with like the impromptu situations, right? And just, I'm sorry, Bishop, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm just saying,
you're
like,
you're fine. No, because no, you made an excellent point. You made an excellent point because that's what makes a performer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you perform, you know what I'm saying, when some shit go wrong, like that's why you have to have great hosts. That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why you just can't have anybody just reading the list, because there should not be any silence. If the DJ cut down, if P got to reboot a system and he got a host and his host can't fucking keep the crowd going while they're playing house music.
Right.
And a lot of times if you in certain venues
like that,
you can't, the house music is not matching the show music.
Exactly.
So you got the motherfucker. So that's when your host got to come in. And the same thing as a rapper. I remember when the sound system went out at the KRS-One show at Cat's Cradle. And KRS, what I'm saying, this is, if you've been to the Cat's Cradle was packed the fuck out. And he was like, listen. And the whole crowd just shut the fuck up.
I was there.
He performed with a quiet crowd. Niggas wanted to hear him so much. We was doing this to each other. Shh, KRS is speaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this because, and when I'm saying with your littles and your youngs, them niggas will walk off stage. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't know what to fucking do because when you are comfortable on that stage with Method Man, with Redman and them and Busta Rhymes, it's like this. It's kind of almost like talking to your children. The people that are in the crowd are looking to you as a leader, right? And it's like this, especially when they get you. And it's like this. And when they tuned in to you, you could make that crowd do whatever the fuck you want to make it do. Because guess what? They following your lead. So if your sound goes out, if you don't make a big deal about it, guess what the crowd's going to do? Not make a big deal about it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and the lights cut off. Shit, we'll do a show in the dark. Let's do.
Don't matter. Yep, exactly.
Matter. And it's just about knowing, like you said, Ken. It's just about picking up those cues. Like, okay, it needs to be something in this space.
It was automatic. I know. I went back to rewatch because I was so hyped.
Right.
I was so hyped that I felt like I might have missed stuff sometimes because I scream or I get up and I be dancing, and so or I be like on Facebook typing and shit. So I feel like I went back and I was like, damn, just to know automatically, that's a beautiful thing. And I don't think I had a favorite. I don't think I could have found a favorite song, but anything early, anything 36 Chambers, Yeah, all I had to do was hear roll the dice. Roll the dice. All I got very, I tried, y'all. I thought I was going to sit down. I don't know why. I thought we were going to get a back and forth, right? I thought that we were going to get a little bit of dialogue and back and forth. But what we got was like
show.
Exactly.
A show, and it was chemistry. It didn't matter whose song it was. It could be a Redman song or a Meth song, but they were each other's hype man through the whole time, and they knew each other's shit.
Yeah.
It's like this, Candy. I think what we're so used to. I'm sorry, Perry, not to cut you off.
Go ahead, bro.
But nowadays, and I think you can agree with this. Nowadays, people don't care about the craft of their shows. What I'm saying is this right here, because when that shit, when I say this right here, that shit is easy. That shit they doing is just, if you just go to rehearsal and fuck around and just listen. Like me and Just right now could come up with a whole fucking album and give us 2 months just off the shit that we know. And guess what? Me and him like picking up shit back, double timing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just does the backflips. Bitches, you know what I'm saying? Bitches go wild. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes. But you know what I'm saying? But it's little shit like that polished shows. That shit is polished. It's a certain amount of polish. That's a varnish. That's slick. That shit is Stacey Adams, hard bottoms. That's what that shit is right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a phenomenal suit. You know what I'm saying? That shit is motherfucking where it's supposed to be.
And I need you to know that the sound was amazing too. It doesn't matter where you listen to it from. The sound was superb. Whether you were on your phone and played it to a speaker, or whether you watched it on the Fight app. So the Fight app makes it so, I guess it's similar to how they had Apple TV stuff situated, but the Fight app allows you to stream it to your TV for free, and it's HD full size. It's not the little funky ass little rectangle in the middle like we previously had. So that was wonderful. What made you cry? Because I know what made me cry. You know, you had that when you watch This Is Us or some shit like that, and you're like, fuck. And your eyes get all, your throat get tight. Did you have a throat get tight moment? I know you said it was the Kate Bishop.
I didn't have a throat get tight moment. I just had like plenty of moments. Like I laughed when Scratch dropped that cut from the end of Mice and Men, and Meth didn't know the lyrics because he's like, I only performed it one time, and then after that, he took the tape and never saw it again. Yeah,
right.
But then after that, when they followed it up with Lemon from the song he did with Conway, the verse.
Oh, I knew you was going crazy.
Come on, it's
Griselda. I almost typed. Can somebody check on Perry? Like,
and would you see me type out? I said, lemon squeeze. I was like, oh, I knew Meth was gonna know the verse, know the whole verse for that. Of course, it's like one of the best verses he's ever done. Okay, hearing Meth do what the blood clot. Okay,
unexpectedly,
exactly, incredible. All right,
the what too?
Oh.
He did his verse from the what?
He did his verse, did his verse from the what? Come on, Redman doing his classic How to Roll a Blunt. All right. And just to get back to the guest, okay? DJ Kool out of nowhere.
Nigga.
DJ Kool out of nowhere. Okay. Granted, he's on Let's Get Dirty, but still, DJ Kool, 63-year-old DJ Kool.
63-year-old
out of
DJ
nowhere.
Kool. Listen, DJ Kool looks better than everybody on Intelligent Ratchet right now. I'm telling you, like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. At 63 years old, like when I say, like, I was like, damn, how old is DJ?
He just ain't on the guest
for yourself,
VIP.
Bishop.
Learn to the accent. No, the DI. Oh, I gotta watch it. Okay.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, like I said, bro, it's so incredible. And I know I posted this today, with my top 3, my personal top 3 verses of all time. And this is like firmly entrenched in that top 3. Okay. Only one thing I'll say this. Only one moment would have made it number one if they were able to pull it off.
What's that?
That would have been Mary.
Ooh.
If they were able to pull that off, this would have been the greatest verses of them all.
Yo, that shit was funny.
Mm.
That shit was funny too, because like when you could tell they homeboys, because Method Man was like, I mean, Redman was like, man, oh, he got all the girl joints. He's like, nah. He was like, nah, Red ain't got all. He's like, nah, nigga, you got all the girl joints. He was a sex symbol. Like, yo, and that nigga kept saying, he was like, and then he stopped to the crowd. He's like, we all know Method Man is a sex symbol. Listen, I was like, yo, it was like this, and yo, fucking around because I fuck with like it kind of always reminds me of me and Kazi's relationship on like how I be fucking with him, because I always say Kazi's the sex symbol for Intelligently Ratchet. Yo, that shit brought me back like, yo, like you the second Kazi, like, nah, man, I'm not. Licks lips, nostril point.
Shout out to Kazi.
Shout out to Kazi.
Make sure you guys
Hey,
check out
Kazi.
his new video. Make sure you guys check out his
Yo, that new video is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yo, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like he, you know what I'm saying? And Meth was like, it's kind of like self-deprecating. Yo, Redman is hilarious, man. I was like, yo, this dude, I fuck with Redman. If you don't fuck with Redman after this verses,
Exactly.
you just don't like people.
Yeah.
His download,
Basically.
his streams should be going up.
Mhm.
It's, same with Meths
Right.
over the next couple of weeks. But it also made you realize how deep Redman's catalog is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Incredibly deep.
Well,
And
he was hitting us with 25 songs an album though, Perry.
Oh, that's a good point. I think
Yeah,
we forget
yeah.
that. Don't we forget that though?
Yeah,
Like, because it's
how
not
many- At
common.
the same time, look at how many albums.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how many albums. And a new one. And
Yeah.
a new one that's dropping.
Yo, Smack the
Yeah.
Shit Out is probably one of my favorite songs or whatever. But that 80 bars,
Oh, 80 bars is incredible. The 80 bars is incredible.
if you don't know Redman, if someone came down and said, I need to listen to this Redman. Hi, Redman. I need to listen to this Redman. Nigga. 80 bars is everything. It's like, on Captain America, it was like, listen to Trouble Man, and that'll catch you up.
Mhm.
80 bars will catch you up to Redman. It's like this, because if you don't like Redman after 80 bars and you don't go back and pull all that shit, and he did Time for Some Action. Oh my
Yeah.
It was great. It was beautiful. That hip hop I love you. My throat swelled. My throat swelled up. Swole all the way up.
And then
Like,
I like
because he was the only one. The sentiment was his statement. Like, he said it, but the sentiment kind of, I feel like it resonates with a lot of people within the industry that had life-changing experiences because of the genre.
right.
And that
It's transcendent. It's like this. It's like red meth, you know what I'm saying, Rockwalla, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this. It puts you, it's almost like hearing the Red and Meth. If the intro to Will They Reminisce Over You were people, it would be Red and Meth. You know that? Wow. It's like they are solidified in a place in hip hop that you it was one of those situations where they were grimy enough for all us. I need to write metaphorical, you know what I mean, my living rooms in the swimming pool, metaphysical lyricals. But then they were easy enough to catch for the guys and for the girls and stuff like that, and the guys that just wanted to dance or whatever, and they were there for the week. So these dudes take from different places, and it's like for your weed smokers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's like this. I'm a stoner. You can have a stoner, you gotta have a backpacker, and then you gotta have a dude that just likes top 40 hits all in the same room, and Red and Meth will give you everything you need.
And I feel like Wu-Tang as a collective, right? I think that they have that same, like, that ability to draw that broad ass audience, right? Because I mean, You've been to Wu-Tang concerts back in the day, and you go to Wu-Tang concerts now. Like, it ain't just us.
Yo,
by
shout
far.
out. Me and Danny just went. Shout out to Danny because me and Danny, he had free tickets to Wu-Tang. Me and him went to the Wu-Tang concert. Listen, when I say, man, hip hop has never looked so old, I was like this. Why are all these old people doing here? Then I realized, nigga, you 39. You are also old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. We're the old heads. I thought about that too while watching. I thought about the fact that we the old heads now, right? Like,
we are the old heads. But it's like, man, you know what I mean? But we don't always look as good. You know what I'm saying? Most 60-year-olds don't look good as DJ Cool. You know what I'm saying?
We're second generation hip hop.
Yeah, second generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. You absolutely right, Judge. I like the way you talk like Charlie Murphy too. I kind of like that.
no, he sounds like Kanye.
Yeah, to the wire.
Boost for breakfast and show for
Drink the scissor.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna drop off some Inshore. I'm gonna drop off some Inshore on Justice porch. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Just don't try to take them stitches out like 50, okay?
Nah.
Nah, forget that. I remember I had to get my wisdom tooth pulled, man. I was so concerned about it because my mom always told me dry rot. Don't get that dry socket.
Mm-hmm.
Get the dry socket, it's gonna tear your mouth apart. I was like, you know what? I just hope it don't dry out, man.
All you do get the dissolvable. They have dissolvable stitches now, though. So hopefully that's what they gave Justin, and we don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they gave Justin.
Yeah, got good insurance.
So yes, it was beautiful last night, and we definitely needed it. And I feel like it was like layers of celebration for some people, and then for others, it just felt like accountability. Because Derek Chauvin was convicted of all 3 counts. Right? It's and I did see different takes on it. Some folks were celebratory. We're gonna take a second here. Hello?
Weird.
Oh, it's got really quiet. Some folks were more celebratory and taking it as a victory and hoping that this sets a precedent, right? And then other folks felt like we should not celebrate accountability, that we still have hurdles to overcome in regards to equality and social justice and police reform and Black bodies not seeming to be as valuable in America. I am comfortable with taking it as a step forward and hopeful that it will set a precedent. But I do understand the perspective of other folks. Where do you all stand?
Well, the way I stand with it, or you go ahead, Justin, if you want to go ahead, because I'm okay. So kind of where I stand with it, like honestly, like you know what I'm saying, it's like at the end of the day, I'm just happy that logical people like logic won. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it's supposed to be. It's like if you see someone getting murdered on the street, it shouldn't be there shouldn't have to be riots. There shouldn't have to be his arrest shouldn't have been so late. They should have locked his ass up. They should have did a fucking 2-day trial and then sent him away for the fucking 40 years. You know what I'm saying? This shit, like I want these cases right here to be handled so far, to be so normalized that there's not coverage on it. It's like cop kills teenager, unarmed teenager, cop goes to jail. You know what I'm saying? And then we're not at the place where we can where we're at. So you know what I'm saying? I'm on a place where I'm glad that real justice or accountability prevailed at this point in time. That's why I'm at with it.
Baby steps.
Mhm.
That's. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it simple. Okay. Baby steps. You know, we got one. Yippee. All right.
Finally.
Yeah,
Right.
we got one. Yippee. All right.
We like the 96. We like the 96 Clippers.
Yeah,
It's like
you know,
we got one win.
sure. We got one. Beautiful. There's more work to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, just as just as simple as that. There's not enough time to celebrate. Okay,
Right.
because there are other things that need to be pushed forward. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I was happy that he was convicted on all 3 counts. My next thing that I'm concerned about is the sentencing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was, remanded, straight to jail for his murder charges, which was expected. But now the sentencing, because I'm like, all right, he can get 40 years, but the judge can be like, yeah, we only gonna give you 12. You know what I'm saying? So is that really justice? You know what I'm saying? And that's why I posted, guilty conviction isn't, justice, is accountability. He should have been, found guilty of what he done. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, holding, these dirty piece of shit law enforcement officers, unqualified, biased minded officers, guilty of the stuff that they, do wrong, especially maliciously, and holding them accountable of the stuff that they do accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
You know right from wrong. These are the consequences of it. If a person outside of law enforcement did something accidentally, they still will go to jail for it. So still hold those officers accountable.
Right.
And this is me talking as a person in law enforcement. I don't, fair is fair.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what justice is. It's about being fair. Justice would have been them holding him accountable a long time ago. Not only him, but the other officers accountable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In that whole thing. Justice would have been not doing what he would have, not doing what he did. You know what I'm saying? Treating, everyone fairly in this situation. That's actual justice in my 4 eyes. And so, but I am happy nonetheless that he did get a guilty verdict on all 3 counts. Murder 2, murder 3, and manslaughter. So I'm just hoping for a sentencing that also fits with the sentencing.
Right. I think, you know what I'm saying, if he's that malicious, I think they should sentence him to the complete.
I think they may give him I think 40 years. They may give him 40 years. I can see that being the average.
Right.
But because technically he'll probably get 80, but then stacked it'd be 40. But in my mind, I can see that judge being, I'm just gonna give him 12 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's what I want, but that's just my my gut feeling. That's what he probably gonna end up getting.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So what I kind of foresee like this, kind of like when you know what I'm saying, when you said the 40 and then the 12, it just got me thinking like, you know what I'm saying, will they give him 40 and then when he comes up, will he come up and parole in 12? Like 12. Okay, 12, you could come up and then we could see where you at if you're a model citizen, because you know what I'm saying, it's like this, because we want the punishment to fit the crime, but I also want, you know what I'm saying, maybe he might be enlightened somehow in jail. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he might go to some programs to get therapy or whatever. Because
right, he will. He's gonna get enlightened by the Aryan Brotherhood. Yes, he will.
Well, no, I'm saying, Ken. What I'm saying is right here. But we got like I understand what you're saying.
No,
you don't.
I
understand.
That's what's.
But
that's
also,
who gonna. You gotta choose a side when you go to prison. And either if he make it to prison and he gets there, he needs to find a support system. Bishop,
he's a cop.
No, he's going to be in solitary confinement because he's in law enforcement.
He's in law enforcement.
Himself.
The 23 hours on lock, the 1 hour that's not. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, more than likely, just based on his profession, he'll be in solitary.
He's not a normal prisoner.
No.
Nah. Now,
you
know who else want a normal prisoner?
Who?
That motherfucker from Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Ooh,
he has a name.
Good segue.
He's named after liquor.
Hennessy.
I did not. No.
Hennessy
No.
But
no.
Who are you talking about?
His name is not Hennessy. That's all. That's on point. It's Bishop. It's not Hennessy.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. But your transition was good. If you would have said you talk about the black, step in right now for me, Perry. You know what I'm saying? Because this is I want to call him Josiah, but I forgot that he's not Josiah X. He is.
Are we referring to Isaiah Bradley?
Isaiah Bradley. There it is. Isaiah Bradley.
I hope he gets a bourbon. I hope Isaiah Bradley gets a bourbon. Wouldn't that be some hot shit?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's what we're talking about. That's the transition. Perry.
Yes.
As our resident expert on everything comic books, man. How you feeling about this last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, man?
Look, episode 5, I'm expecting when the Emmy nominations to come out, that this is one of the reasons why Falcon and Winter Soldier will get nominations. All right. I found out that that Disney did submit Falcon and Winter Soldier for consideration for best drama. And get this, not best miniseries, but best drama. Best drama gives you the mind frame of another season.
Whoa.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Which is but I mean, look, this one is like well deserved. Okay, I mean, these have been, these 5 episodes have been incredible and taking up level after level after level each episode. With episode 5 being such a magnum opus, so to speak. Okay. Now, as a comic reader, you get those issues where there's limited action, but a whole lot of storytelling. Right. And that's what episode 5 was, man.
Oh, man.
It was a whole lot of storytelling. And of course, to those who haven't watched it, fucking spoiler alerts.
Okay? Fuck you for being late.
Yeah. One, the confrontation between Falcon, Winter Soldier, and John Walker's Captain America, who's actually is being wonderfully played by Wyatt Russell. And I ain't even realized that was Kurt Russell's son.
Oh, that's Kurt Russell's son. Yeah, he does look familiar now. Yeah. Now I see
now
it.
You get it. Yeah,
Yeah, an incredible confrontation. The dialogue before the confrontation. Okay, where you have Sam acting in his role as a counselor,
right?
Trying to talk Mr. Perfect down off the ledge.
And we forget that he was that. That's what Sam was when we met him.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. with the I'm trying to talk you down. We'll help you out.
Mhm.
Give me the shield.
Mm-hmm.
John Walker's crazy entitlement
Right.
combined with the super serum.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nah, hell no. This is what you wanted to do in the first place. Take it. Okay. You wanted to take you didn't want me to have this in the first place.
Yo, that was a fight.
Exactly.
That's that fight.
Yeah.
That scene.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we
Yo,
Go
when
ahead, Perry.
and it was
when he
just,
broke his arm.
yeah. Oh.
Listen. I'm sitting there watching it with Nita,
Uh-huh.
and because she didn't realize that Captain America couldn't get his arm broken. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "Will it heal back?" I was like, "Nah, it'll heal back within the next couple of minutes or whatever." But the fact that he broke that shit was like,
Exactly.
was powerful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How once they got the shield, the wings breaking off, but then how once he got the shield, they got the shield away from him. Like Bucky threw that motherfucker down at him, like, nigga, I told you.
You should.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have this conversation again.
This
Don't do this damn job.
right in that episode unpacked a lot. Like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? Sam better watch out for his sister, because Bucky out there getting to give him go ahead and listen. Bucky said, hey. He said, hey.
Hey.
And Sam was like, hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up.
But listen, Bucky hit a Katie just did it. Katie did the Miles Davis from Spider-Verse. He was like, hey. I said, yo, you better not smash Sam, sister.
Oh, so great.
But yeah, I like that part. I want to talk about what's up with the suit, man. What's in the box?
Oh, but we already know because they dropped the fucking toy.
Yeah,
if you didn't really know, they already dropped the fucking toy.
Oh,
so sometimes the toys will tell on what the storyline is.
God damn it.
Right? Yeah. So they got an action figure.
I didn't see Doc.
He got the whole shit. I didn't want to know, and I didn't mean to know, but it happened when I was watching something, and it's just what it is now.
Okay. I thought it was speculatory. I was like, oh, I want to see it. I can't wait till this week. You know what I'm saying? To see that shit. But they and I like the fact, and I'm sorry, Perry, not to cut you off, but back to the serious part of it, the exchange when he tried to bring the shield back. You know what I'm saying? When he tried to bring the shield, he was like, when they had that conversation. And it's kind of like it reminisces back to that the blacks only conversation that we had with Falcon and War Machine. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it was like one of those situations that was written so beautiful, where it's like how, you know, we would say Sam is in our generation, right? You know what I'm saying? Sam is what in his early to mid to late 40s, whatever he's at, right? At this point in his life, and he's talking to this older man, you know what I'm saying, that's another 100-year-old centurion.
World War II Korean War vet.
Veteran.
Jeez, yeah.
So he's 110 years old, right? And he's sitting, and we're having this conversation on, here is what I think about America.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, and it's a new generation saying that, we understand, but you guys fought so we can take over this America and make our own decisions. And it's that struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I thought
it felt like a conversation. It felt like a conversation you had with like your grandparents when you was like, Grandma, Barack Obama running for president. He black. And she like, his name is what?
Right.
Them white people ain't gonna vote for no black man.
Boom. Boom.
That's what it felt like. That's all I heard when I was watching that scene. It was like, oh shit. I know there's other layers and people are pulled apart in different ways, but I definitely heard, ain't nobody doing that. We not doing that, right? Mm-hmm. And I think Sam took some of that to heart when he said, no self-respecting black man would want to be Captain America.
Right.
but I think that's like an internal battle he struggled with in some capacity anyway, right? So, when somebody pull your whole card and take all the shit you struggling with in your heart, and they exacerbate it by say agreeing, and they don't even know. Now can we? I know this is supposed to all be serious, but y'all, Sam can't really fight, so I'm concerned a little bit. About this.
No, trust me, Sam can.
I feel like I believe that they're gonna make him by the time he has to move forward in these things, but I just right now I hope the Wakanda wings help him, like they connect to his infrastructure, like his nerves, and then he can fight. I just don't.
No,
it don't feel like the nigga can fight.
No,
He's good with his wings.
No, Sam can absolutely fight. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is right. If you put the Sam in the ring, well, let's see, what Colin McGregor, he'll fuck Colin McGregor up. You know what I'm saying? Sam can fight, but again, what he's doing is right. You got to look at who the fuck Sam is fighting. You're fighting people that are on fucking steroids. You know what I'm saying? The best steroids that doesn't.
But that right. I get it, but that's all them niggas.
But in Sam's case, of course, I always like to go back to the source material.
Right.
I mean, when he took over Captain America in the comic, he didn't super soldier up. He didn't need to. Okay, he didn't need to. His experience in this environment prepared him. Okay, and the level of responsibility that he has to take on has prepared him. Okay,
I believe in the source material that they've created the structure that makes sense. I'm just saying I need the shit to line up better in my damn face on my television screen. That's all I'm saying.
I hope see that in the season finale.
I wholeheartedly believe that after that Rocky scene, that like throwing the fucking throwing the shield and shit, like I wholeheartedly believe he will get there. But currently, I'm just like, he real good with the wings.
So
are we also gonna get the wing? I don't know. Is he gonna get a wings to the Hispanical boy and he gonna take up the mantle?
It's kind of hinting to that.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, because another person did serve as Falcon.
Yeah.
While going back to the source material, another person served as Falcon while he had the mantle of Captain America. But look, I'm sorry, just going back to the Isaiah Bradley story, okay? Because it was such an incredible story. And I posted this on social media every year. I have like a group of graphic novels that I have to read every year. Okay. Just because the stories are so great. All right. Watchmen one I read every year.
Okay.
Okay. And an indie superhero from Still Dragon Press that I read every year is a story called Captain Confederacy. Alternate world where the Confederacy succeeded.
Oh wow!
Successfully.
Okay.
And it's an incredible story about super serum and their hero and their apartheid-like regime.
Wow, crazy.
But the one that I always go back to is this one. Truth. Okay. Where this was back in the mid 2000s when writer Robert Morales and great artist Kyle Baker hooked up and did the hidden story about the Super Soldier Project and how how the different serums were experiments, where they use black soldiers to experiment on to perfect the super serum.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, it was pretty much, it was pretty much telling the Tuskegee experiment story, and there were a group of 5 that took it, that took it well without, 5 out of the 300 that they
Right.
tested
Wow.
on. Is 3, the rest of them like blew up,
Holy shit.
literally
It blew up.
Yeah, and and these 5 were going on missions, while at the same time where Steve Rogers, Captain America, was the one that was out front, they were doing the covert.
Mm.
Right?
And it's interesting how, Isaiah, the thing that he went to jail for, right,
Mhm.
ain't much different than the shit
Exactly.
that Captain Crackhead
Exactly.
just got stripped of his title for.
Because they wanted to bury.
He went to fucking jail for 30 years.
Because they wanted.
It's
to
like
bury the
weed.
story.
It's like fucking marijuana.
Right.
Because they wanted to bury the story. So I mean, I'm glad the way they've used this story, amongst a lot of the source material that they have combined together. Okay, I mean, the fact that you've taken 2 stories on Steve Rogers' replacement and you combine them with the unknown story of the whole Captain America project, and this is what we get with with Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we cannot.
And now we got Elaine, nigga. Now we got Elaine, too.
But we can't we can't talk about that without talking about the bad guy that was introduced out of the blue and is going to be a key figure in everything
He's so
that's
excited.
going on. Oh yes, yes. Because I mean, for Julie Louise Dreyfus,
yes,
to pop up, okay, and
yeah, I need to be enlightened on who her character is.
Madam Hydra.
That's Madam Hydra.
That's Madam Hydra.
Mm.
Okay, Madam Hydra was one of those, triple agents. Was one of those, main components of Hydra. Okay, and seeing where that's going to, seeing what that is going to lead into. Okay, because for her to approach John Walker.
She rolled up and knew. She rolled up and knew everything.
It knew everything, and pretty much convinced him that your story is not over.
So, can I ask you a question? Mm-hmm. Are they going to do? Because there's 2 things they can do here, right? Mm-hmm. They could do the Captain. I forgot the Captain America's name. That was red. It was just red, white, and black. What's him?
You mean U.S. Agent?
U.S. Agent. Okay,
that was John Walker.
That's John. Okay, right. Or they can go with the storyline of the What If storyline, where Captain America was actually a Hydra agent the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't a What If. That was actually in the regular continuum.
And then they got rid of that shit.
Secret Empire. No, actually, I could see this one going more along the lines of Thunderbolts.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, you already have Baron Zemo on the raft. Okay,
right.
They've taken Baron Zemo to the raft. Okay,
we gonna leave him out on the raft.
We gonna see, which means we're gonna see Zemo again. Okay.
Yep.
And, you already had someone that was also a key component of the Thunderbolts in John Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
With his old fucking Home Depot ass like shield made out of a car bumper ass. That shit was I know I was supposed to laugh. I wasn't supposed to laugh, but the shit was funny. Also, that I heard the ting and I thought about Iron Man. Right? Because remember Iron Man's ting?
Right. He got the ting.
I heard I'm talking about when he was in the cave, right? The ting. Right. And so I heard, and they do little shit like that. So I was
like, they got the Captain America team. It's going down.
Yeah,
but I think that this shit, like, it's about to it's about to blow up, man. It's about to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Sam is never going to take the super soldier serum ever.
Nope.
He has it the whole time. So
Nope.
he's just going to be pretty. I'm just going to be pretty nice with this damn shield. And first of all,
exactly.
I want to talk about this. Why does this shield hurt when it comes back? Because that shit look like it should hurt. Like if it could cut through a tree, because I'm saying, because when they threw it, when you throw it, it cut through a tree. Remember this scene? It cut through the fucking tree.
It cut through the tree.
It's bouncing off of shit and it's coming back at your face, and you just catching it with two hands.
Knowing how to grab it. Knowing how to grab it.
That's what she said.
Knowing how to grab it. All right.
Just gotta grab it right.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the fuck up, Bishop. Nobody asked you to say it. But yes, and I think I see Captain Crunch being around. I can't help it, y'all. I see Jonathan Walker being around for a little while because we need to hate him.
He will be.
Right.
Yeah, he ain't going. At first, I was thinking because they made us dislike him so much that he was gonna die.
Right.
Right, because that's what happens. They make you hate somebody so that they die, so that when they die, you're not traumatized, I guess. But yeah, he gonna be here for a while. We're gonna get him.
Yeah,
and I look forward to how that's gonna roll in and develop into more storylines. Oh, one thing, Isaiah Bradley. So will be cool is if later on down the road, right, in some other phase far away, we could get the like recreation, like the visual recreation
of his of truth of his
right.
period.
But hold on. His
or at least with Bucky, I want to see him rip that nigga arm off.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, Bishop. Go ahead.
But his grandson is Patriot, which is the junior Captain America, which in turn doesn't have powers right now, but then gets a blood transfusion from his grandfather, which imbues him with the super soldier serum. And
do it make him shoot baskets better too?
Listen, that nigga can't hoop worth nothing.
and Bishop, and take it even more down that comic rabbit hole. Remember from the source material, he started the Young Avengers. Who were his teammates on the Young Avengers?
Oh yeah, what's the name? Wanda Children's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hunkley.
Yeah, Wanda Children's.
Yep, and then we got, and they're also about to introduce Miss Marvel now too. The new Miss Marvel, the you know what I'm saying, the one with the stretchy abilities.
Yeah, Kamala Khan.
Yep, Kamala Khan. Yep, that's why. And shout out to Kamala Khan because she got dissed a bunch in Marvel versus Marvel Cards Against Marvel. Also, you know,
they did. It was so much.
Yeah,
Perry,
so much.
We gotta figure out a time where you can leave the house and play.
Yeah, you have to play it. It is, when I say, man, that shit is fucking hilarious. It's called Cards Against Marvel. You might want to go ahead and order you know what I mean, 3 or 4 boxes and hand them out your next Christmas party.
Okay, look, I'm looking that up right
Cards
yeah, we had a good time. I got it. It was a gift, just like a friend of mine that knows I like Marvel shit was looking and just came in the mail. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking that up right now.
Right. That's
he said whole.
Well, speaking of before we get out of here, because we only got like 15 minutes left. How are we excited about this? Like, are we excited about Mortal Kombat?
It's Friday. Okay. Everything's coming Friday.
Look, and I apologize, guys.
You go. We appreciate you, Perry.
Because I got, we are down by 7 points, and it's almost the end of the third quarter.
So they need your support.
We need you. We need y'all collective energy to be right. Go handle that. Well wishes, Perry. Thank you for coming, and we will see y'all Sunday on Straight to Tape.
Exactly. We got a big show, on tap for Straight to Tape. We're going to be talking about do a little deep dive into the verdict. So definitely come by, check us out, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Facebook Live and Twitch. Ratchet Tears. I love y'all. Can't wait to come back.
Man,
thank you, Perry.
Come back, IP.
I can't go back
So-
any further.
We can't go back. Okay, I'm trying to keep you out of the studio. There we go.
So yes, Mortal Kombat. I'm so excited about Friday. I want
Yeah,
all the sounds and the noises and the surround on a big old screen, and all I can do is put it on my projector, and I'm damn sure gonna do it.
So,
I played
ask
the
you a
video
question,
game. No, no,
Did
no.
you watch the 7 minutes? I'm not gonna watch.
No,
the 7 minutes.
I refuse to fuck up
Okay.
my experience. What a cock tease 7 minutes is.
Listen. You know what? When someone gets you, me and you thought what I thought. I thought the same exact shit. I like in my mind. I didn't say it out loud, but you just said it. You pulled it right out. I said, man, what this fuck is this cock tease? This is. I'm not trying to watch no.
I'm not watching 7 minutes.
No.
That makes me so mad. They did that shit. What else was it? It was another big movie that was dropped. Oh, Wonder Woman. They did
Right.
that 7 minute. They did that 7 minute cock tease with Wonder Woman too, and I didn't watch it then. I'm not interested. I want to sit and engulf myself in all
In the
of the
story.
violence and the get over here and the origins and I am ready. Dun dun dun. I'm ready. Dun
I'm ready
dun 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 dun
That's
dun
Friday.
dun dun dun
That's
dun.
gonna be.
I'm ready.
Listen, I remember when Mortal Kombat came out and we went to Winsong movie theater. And you remember when you wouldn't been to Winsong back in the day, right? How they used to
So
have.
was it the dollar? Was it
Nah,
before
this is the regular movie, but they had you right. They did have a dollar one close to it, but it's when they had the stadium seating. So like when you go all the way up, you be 20 feet and 30 feet in the air or whatever. So you
Holy
walk on
shit.
it. So we took they have the row seating. So you know how to give you the one row and it's just like 3 chairs, and then
Mhm.
so we had it like that. So you had to walk under those chairs when you came into Winsong at one point, right? Because the way it was set up. We got up there, man. We took that whole side. It was like 25 of us. And when I say when they turned on, the techno music started coming on, all 25 of us was just ding, ding, ding. This is like 1996, 95. Mortal Kombat. Yo, we almost got kicked out the movie theater.
Because it's the reason we're excited about the movie is because of the nostalgia attached to the video game for us.
Absolutely.
Right? Like we were the generation that grew. I'm not saying there wasn't Atari. I'm not saying so 46-year-olds don't be mad at me.
Right.
But for the most part, like our generation was the fucking video game generation when it all was easily or more accessible, right? When home systems were more available, when they realized that they made shows as well or action figures, we'd buy all the shit and watch more and play more video games where your friends will come over with their video games, right? Or you go over somebody else's house.
And you come with your own codes.
Remember they had magazines. There were whole magazines devoted to video game books and magazines devoted to video games and video game cheat codes.
Cheat code. What? When I said Game Informer used to have the cheat codes for days. Listen, I like up until probably maybe about 10 years ago, I can still remember the Mortal Kombat blood code because when you got it on Sega Genesis, like Brev had Sega Genesis, right? So when you had the Mortal Kombat, the first game on Sega Genesis, first time, you had to actually put in the blood code, or it didn't show you the blood or the finishers. So you know what I'm saying? I'm that old school. Like when you had to put in a blood code every time, save it in your game, and then remember saving games, you had to write down a list of numbers and letters to save. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. Y'all don't know about those. Y'all don't know about getting to the.
Won't know SD cards. Won't know fucking SD cards.
There you
go. Or built-in cloud servers.
No, it wasn't no servers.
You had to do work. You had to remember your mama phone number, your best friend's phone number, your grandma's phone number, and how to get back in your damn games. Like so there was lots of good experiences attached to Mortal Kombat for us. And yes, granted, it was very, very violent, but all of the video games for the most part all the fighting video games function in that capacity, right?
Yeah, it was
Street
like,
Fighter,
but
Neo Geo, all that shit.
But what Mortal Kombat changed was that live action, right? Because remember, before Mortal Kombat came out, it was Pit Fighter. Remember Pit Fighter when you had just the 3 characters? It was like the Rustler. I know cats got to know Pit Fighter because it was the first one that did live action people in the video game before Mortal Kombat did it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So check out Pit Fighter. It's a whack ass game. Mortal Kombat.
I'm gonna look it up. I probably done seen it, but just didn't remember the name of it. That's
Right.
totally a thing.
That is it. But you know what I'm saying? Pit Fighter was one of the first ones that did that shit. Shinobi. The Shinobi code was crazy. Contra 99 Men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unlimited bullet shits. So it's like, yo, like having codes back then was the shit, especially if you could remember them shits. And if you had a code no one else had, like the NBA Jams Big Head code, and you just sprung it up on your friends and shit like that, like what?
You was the man. You was the nigga for the day.
Cause cats didn't know because the heads was so different. You could win, like I used to win so many fucking games on NBA Jams because I put the big head code in, and cats was so used to with the small heads. You know, he was like, "No, man, you cheat." It didn't change the dynamic of the game. It just made the heads bigger. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So
right. But it was a distraction. They understood it was. Remember, there were hotlines devoted. You could call fucking hotlines. They wanted you to play these games, right?
You could call
so they created.
Right, you could call the hotlines, right? And peep this. One of my mans did this. He called the hotlines and got all the secrets and how to do situations. So it's like he was nigh unstoppable on Street Fighter. Like my man, shout out to Justin. My man's Justin Scruggs. Called the hotline, got all these tips on Street Fighter on how to do that shit. Unless you cannot get him off of Street Fighter. You couldn't get him off the arcade. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yep.
So yeah, all of the I feel like a lot of those things are the reason or created a deep and emotional attachment for us to Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
And they do reboots and they've turned video games into movies before, and they haven't always been quality storylines or
quality acting.
That part, right? We've gotten some things. So I think another component of the excitement is this feels like
we got some good actors.
Intention, like some real intention, right? Good actors. It looks like in the previews that I've seen, not the cock tease, but just like the trailer rather. It looks like they've taken a bit of time to be intentional about developing some origin story, and especially as much as you can in the space.
The ones that we care about. We care about, like if we
like
had to
Sonya, Jax, Sub-Zero.
Right. We care about Scorpion Sub-Zero because Scorpion Sub-Zero is the equivalent to Ken and Ryu. You know what I'm saying?
It is the fight of the day. Yo, yeah.
Right. It's the you know what I'm saying? It's up there with the Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations. It's the Tom and Jerry. You know what I mean? It's on site. Ain't nobody more on site than Sub-Zero and Scorpion than Tom and Jerry. Like that's the only more on site people that could get. I mean, the on site characters that could get on when it comes down to brawling. So
yeah, so they were intentional, and what's cool is because we know. I mean, I play Mortal Kombat like in the last couple months, right? And they've added many characters and the children of the characters and such. So if we can get this right, there's room for growth. However, I've also heard that this is being bid. The storyline was developed as the first part of a trilogy. So it don't sound like we gotta wait too long or see. It sounds like they already know what they want to do here.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it sparks off the way it's supposed to spark off. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's just like it gives us a satisfaction that Kong and Godzilla gave us. You know what I'm saying? it was satisfying.
It was right.
It's satisfying. They do it for the fans, and they doing it for the fans that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you go. Here is a love note to you. You know,
and it's not necessarily like Godzilla and Kong. We said, you know, want a big, heavy, super connected storyline. It was very loose. They put that motherfucker together with old used dental floss, like it. But it was still
we wanted.
You want what you want to see when you see a Kong Godzilla movie. Like you want to see them niggas fight,
right?
You know,
and that's what
a little talk, fight. Like you don't want it, right? And so this is a live action movie made about a fighting video game.
Right.
I don't want to hear that much talking and dialogue. It's nice if they can weave it, connect it.
Right.
But I want to see some of them finishing scenes and stuff like that. That's what I'm here for.
I'm here to see how you freeze the blood. You know what I'm saying? How you do to freeze the blood.
Yeah. So exciting.
That's what
so exciting.
Yeah, but that's Mortal
Friday.
Kombat. So Mortal Kombat on like we're gonna do because we're gonna go back and watch this again after we watch it, right? And we come to the next episode. Okay, out of the candy paint cans, out of 5 candy paint cans, how many paint cans are you going to give it out of 5?
For right now, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 because I'm hopeful, right? I'm hopeful that it was created with intention, that the folks who backed it, that the trailer did it justice and wasn't a setup for, like, you know how when you watch a trailer and you know the movie already, or you watch a trailer and all the good shit or all the fight scenes or all the action happens in the trailer and ain't no more.
Right.
I'm hopeful that that's not the case in this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying, and I don't have paint cans. I have 5 children. So I'm going to give it 3.5 children. I'm going out on it because I'm a little skeptical from the other Mortal Kombat movies.
Yeah.
Like, yes, will I enjoy this fucking special effects? Yeah, I'm going to enjoy the special effects. But
yes, that's what I'm here for. Yeah.
Right. I'm there for CGI Goro and all that stuff. I want to see how that looks. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for that, but I need those fight scenes to be like, I'm kind of like you. I don't really mean to fucking care as long as you give me a loosely based story that my 12-year-old mind can follow. Because like for certain shit, I'm not 40-year-old Bishop Omega. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at shit as a 40-year-old. When I'm looking at Mortal Kombat, I'm going in as 13-year-old. I did this to my cartridge. Click it, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm just getting my PlayStation 1 Bishop Omega, you know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with the storyline not being Oscar award winning because I'm not there for that. You know what I'm saying? I don't turn on the Transformers movie to get the acting, even though it was superb voice acting in that shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm here for that. I'm here for the fucking fight scenes. I'm here for that shit to go down. And I'm just here for it not to end stupid. That's all I'm here for. So not to end. So I'm gonna give it 3.5. You know what I'm saying? Just off the previous one.
Don't end stupid. Okay.
Yeah, just don't end stupid.
Yeah. Okay. Don't end stupid. Okay, I can rock with that.
Like, because I just watched the Anthony Mackie joint was called Synchronous. Have you watched that yet? When they take the time travel pills, and it just ended stupid. It was the premise. So this because you're probably not gonna watch it, but he takes these. It's a designer drug that's out that's killing people, that's making people go insane. But what it's doing is this right here. If you take the pill, right, and you take the pill on your couch, like where you're sitting at right now, it's going to take you back because it's all about your pineal gland and how flexible your pineal gland is, right?
Pineal.
Yeah, that's what they call it, pineal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why he could do it was because his wasn't fully calcified. So, and he was able to fucking travel through time. But the premise of the pill is this right here. If you're sitting on your couch, you go back to 1876 right now on the spot that you're in. But if you take the pill by your TV, you go back to 1994. Like you're in the same place that you're in, the same area. It's just what it would be in 1994. So you would be in someone else's crib or something like that, like standing there. Like,
okay. I kind of want to see it now. So I'll watch shitty movies I am
Right.
a fan of watching a shitty movie, knowing it's a shitty movie, and being entertained by how shitty the movie is.
Right.
And then sometimes I'm surprised that the movie's really not shitty. So I'm here for this. I'm gonna try it out.
Going into it, if you went into it like, oh, this is a shitty movie. If I would have went into this shit like, yo, this is a shitty movie, it was a great shitty movie. It's a good ass. I don't know what this is. Let me watch this shit on Netflix movie. It's one of those good movies right there. It's like, okay, you ain't got nothing else better to do. You're a little bit tipsy. You know what I'm saying? You can follow the story. You're eating popcorn and beef jerky. You know what I mean? Your socks don't match. You got a hole in your t-shirt ass movie. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not you dressed up.
No.
Fresh out of shower.
The hole in your t-shirt, that's some dude shit.
Listen.
And it's only some dude shit till your wife throws it away on accident. Perfect.
Right, and it's mad. But it's not fresh out the shower. Let me put shea butter on movie. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to invest that much into this movie.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm excited. I look forward to it. I'm hopeful that it's going like rock the balls and at least make us feel the way the last two straight to streaming Warner Brothers projects on HBO Max have. Yeah. So yeah, my weekend is definitely Mortal Kombat and the season finale of Falcon Winter Soldier. I'm very excited about these things.
And also don't forget about Invincible. If you know what I'm saying. What's up, Ed? Don't forget about Invincible. If you're not unpacked Invincible just yet, it's a shit.
Yeah,
it's a great cartoon. You should. It's great family viewing.
No, it's not.
Like, get your kids.
It's good. It's good, but it's not for the children. It's not for the children. Don't lie. Don't listen to Bishop this time. He lying.
Get your babies involved
so they can cry and shit. Yeah, go ahead. Come for this nigga. Go do it and come for this nigga when they cry and won't go to sleep at night.
But listen, hey Candy, man, we have caught you got something to say, like you got anything for the Candy Carver rant?
I do, but it's gonna be it's a collective idea of you and I. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We have been conditioned. That's right. Sometimes shit. Look, don't let your cell phone condition you to not pay attention to details. Like, that shit'll happen. There are things that come in the news. Because our news cycle moves in the way it does. You can easily read what's in the box in front of the square on Instagram or Facebook, and just read that, and not click on the buttons, not do no research, not dig any deeper, and then develop a set of emotions attached to some shit that you don't know nothing about. So it's okay to dig a little deeper, y'all. A lot of us are the microfiche generation. You remember fucking microfiche and having to use an encyclopedia?
Right.
Some of these younger people might not know, but like, we know better. But because we use another little box, a small device, so it's such a high frequency, we are becoming conditioned to not ask enough questions, pay attention, dig deeper. Motherfuckers dig. That's it.
Please take a little time. Like, and don't be so focused on your end goals that to the place that you cannot see the difference between two things. Don't be so focused on pineapples that you cannot see the difference between an apple and an orange. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes y'all motherfuckers be reaching, and y'all were reaching today, and I'm like this, like, and you know me, and I pride myself on being a very, 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 I want to say open-minded individual, and also very focused on the betterment of my folks, of people of color. I don't think I don't think that there is anything coonish that you've heard Bishop Omega say. But I'm also one of the people, this right here. I'm 100%. Before I am black, I'm 100% Bishop Omega, Kareem, Rashad, Jared. I'm 100% me.
Holy
And would
shit, that's a lot of names.
And would you, and you will not, and I shall never look at something and not look at it in a logical light. That's what it is. I'm going to say that. That's going to be my Bishop Omega Jules. And first of all, and then also, and for the mean shit to say, again, stop spoiling fucking shows in the morning because your punk ass don't have nothing else to do. Like,
we ain't talking to nobody but Danny Quick.
Right. Stop dropping spoilers. No, it's just not him. Stop dropping spoilers about shows. Everyone likes.
Who else do it?
Man,
Keisha does a good job of shutting the fuck up.
I have a bunch of friends on Facebook that
you need to hide them motherfuckers.
Right.
Yo.
What is Candy? I wrote you know how you write a whole status on Facebook? Like I wrote 3 paragraphs on my phone. 3 paragraphs. What I'm saying is right here. I spell checked it. I made sure that you could not pick apart this argument. And my goddamn phone went dead and I lost it. But listen, when
holy shit.
But it was this right here. You motherfuckers stop the time to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, or Loki, whenever that shit drops. The time to do it, if it comes out on a Friday, you cannot discuss it until the following Monday, because that way you give people the whole weekend. You give people the whole weekend to watch the show, and then we could drop it on Monday and say, let's go. We do it like we do in school. You go to the movies on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets to see the movie, and then you come home, you come to school and you talk about the movie, right? Because everybody should have saw it that weekend. Listen, it's the same situation. Stop fucking on Friday morning after you watched it, dropping it. So you know people gotta work, and then I can't enjoy fucking Facebook because your dog ass want to motherfucking drop motherfucking jewels and shit and want to discuss shit. Stop it. Give some people some time.
I ain't putting nothing up. I just posted a meme. Bitch, you know what you did.
You know what the fuck you're doing. You know what you're doing. Now, outside of, this episode is good. You know what I'm saying? Such and such. You're gonna love that. You're gonna love that.
That's good. That's fine. I can fuck with that.
I can fuck with that. But don't be in there and talk about plot points and all that shit. Like, and my thing is right here, because when you scroll up, they show some of the comments, and you know what I'm saying, you try to scroll past it, but then
they done talked about the shit. They talking.
Stop it. Stop talking about plot points.
Just fucking wait 24 hours, Daniel, quick.
48 hours, man. 40 hours. Give some people some time. Give some people like I'm saying, if I watch it every Sunday, man, give some people time for a family emergency. You know what I'm saying? Let's give
making up excuses.
Right. Give a nigga time to get their Wi-Fi, to pay their Wi-Fi bill back or something like that. Give niggas some time. You know what I'm saying? Give them that surprise girlfriend. You gotta take your girlfriend out for her birthday ass shit. Give these motherfuckers some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
We need a grace period.
That's what I'm saying. Give it to Monday. Like my thing's right here. Monday is good, right? To talk about what happened on the show. Just like 2 or 3 weeks is good for a movie. Don't spoil the movie. Wait about 2 or 3 weeks. That gives people enough time, enough people to go see it. That's going to see it at the movies. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine how niggas was talking when I saw fucking Endgame. Endgame. Can you imagine with me watching Endgame the first day it came out and me be like, yo, Scarlet Witch just died, nigga. I mean, Black Widow just died, because we didn't know we kind of knew.
Right, that's the one person we did not expect. We're like, no, because she got a movie coming. They can't kill her. Right. Like we had it all planned out. Yeah, no.
Gamora dying. You know what I'm saying? I love you 3000. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Always gets me every time. Like Tony Stark dying gave me like Coach, he's dying. Like anytime I watch that shit, I gotta cry. I'm gonna cry. I gotta cry. But listen, Candy, this has been a light skin cry.
Pretty
Baby
much.
Chewbacca's.
Look, y'all fuck around and we rename this show
The Candy and Bishop Show. But
the
nah,
light skinned cry.
the light skin. Yeah. We should do it. We should do our own podcast called The Light Skin.
That's right. It's called like that's hilarious, actually, nigga. Oh god. Oh shit.
Write that down in the book somewhere. That shit's gonna be hilarious. We're gonna do
light skin cry.
Light skin cry. But listen, man, any shout outs, anything like that you want to give, what you got going on?
I'm just working on some outdoor projects and like WREL and for Rise Biscuits, and then I'm gonna still in the process of getting the Club Crossing project installed at the end of May, and some other commission stuff. But yeah,
that's what's up. So painting. I also got word, ladies and gentlemen, you guys that are still with us right now, you guys are inclusive. If you were coming out, they did push the show back to May 1st because of the rain that's coming out. So May 1st, I'm gonna show out the new joints because of rain delay. So I just got the text message and everything like that. So you guys are the first to know. So it's free. It's a free joint. Y'all come out, man. I'm gonna tell some jokes. I'm gonna try not to make too many dick jokes, but you know what I'm saying, because there might be children out there, and you know what I'm saying. I'm just not a clean comic. But yo, man,
they know what they got. They know who they motherfucking got. Juvenile.
Exactly. Shout out to D Nasty or whatever. Stay on deck, D Nasty, man. We might need to start pulling you in some more of these shows or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you know weeks ahead of time. He said sniff. That's cocaine, D Nasty. Daniel, you cannot do cocaine in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We kicked Brevin out for 2 months for that shit. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to rehab and come back. But but shout out to everybody, man. Just, man, I hope you feel better, P9. Thank you for coming out, Perry. Shout out to Straight to Tape. Shout out to my man, my homeboy Jax. You know what I'm saying? That's producing my EP, The Gorgeous Asshole. So, man, things is getting moving, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Candy. You know what I'm saying? What up, Viv? Shout out to Viv. You know what I'm saying? Viv is live in the direct comments.
Hey.
I'm gonna try to commission Candy to do my cover art. Just one line of yellow to represent Light Skin Cry. That's it, y'all. We out.
Good night, y'all.